Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 3, Week 7, Day 5. So today, of course, we got two really big things. One, of course, was the new Mythic that we covered a video on earlier today. That's pretty much like Duergaroth, but with a lot of extra skull damage on top of it. Pretty good. Can half mana start off of mech, so that's pretty good synergy for it. It's in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for this week, and we'll go all the way until next Friday reset, so basically till the end of Thursday as far as the window to go get that guy. The standard keys, Glory Gem Guild VIP chests. Aside from that, of course, the main thing that we're doing today and the rest of this weekend is the Duergaroth faction. This was just added. Two things end up coming in with this. Well, a couple things. One is we got a bunch of stone-related mechanics now, including one that can actually bring stone blocks outside of Underworld and actually generate them and create like infinite of them onto a board. And there's some pretty funny things that you can end up doing with that. Potentially, if you want to take a bunch of time, you could fill up like an entire board, get automatic extra turn off of like any amount of gem spawn. It's pretty funny what can end up being done with it. Aside from that, of course, we got Duergaroth to 20 star. So actually, technically, you can do 21 star. I haven't done the challenges yet. I need to go do that at some point soon. So we get that little bit extra reward. It's not tribute chance, so it's not as important, but still want to go get it. But yeah, you can 20 star for an extra magic. Technically, it goes to 21. But that's a pretty good bonus because it's permanent +1 magic. And aside from that, we're kind of just going through Duergaroth. We are currently, I believe, at 230. We have yet to do any skip method, though. So we're kind of just going to go all the way with it. And just skip, 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 skip. It's a nice triple room. So it's optimal skippage since you have the least amount of rooms that you're actually going to need to do. So it'll end up working out pretty well. So let me move this thing just a little bit here. Let's see. That should be fine. I think you can still hear pretty well there. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. So as far as team that we're up to at this point, I've been considering adjusting this a little bit. What I really want here is a +2 purple, +1 green, instead of +1 blue. I've been considering it because we've actually been needing Essence of Evil whenever Thrall can't instant get its mana. So I think we're going to go down that route. Oh! Did we finally use this new banner? Is this the first time we actually got to use this new banner? I think it is. I think it is finally time to use the Banner of Blood. We're actually bringing out the pay-to-win banner. Obviously, it's possible to have it without any money, though it is luck-based to have it. Luckily, we have gotten lucky on it. But anyways, yeah, we should be good to go. I don't think we need to change anything else. Pretty sure our tokens are already set correctly. I sure hope they are. If not, we'll go change them. But anyways, hello Matt, hello NASA, hello Tyrian, hello Isabel, hello Imperial, hello Drock Savage, hello Cookie, hello Mr. Jesse, hello Gustavo, and hello everyone else. Welcome, 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 welcome. And hello Jamie. Now you need a good sorcerer team to get from 50 to 100. You could just use standard Rowain for everything. And just quick kill Rowain and then just get all the XP you need. Hello Michael, welcome. Because generally most of the oh gosh, I forgot he has immune, doesn't he? But most of the XP farming team can run with literally any hero there, and they function. Oh no, he's not dead. He's still not dead, and now he's dead. Hey, how has Keyline been doing? I haven't heard much from him lately. Hasn't it been almost a year now since he stopped doing Gems of War stuff? I know he was doing Monster Train for a while. Not sure if I'm going to get into it. I've heard it's a lot like Slay the Spire. But I still feel like Slay the Spire works out better. The biggest issue with Monster Train is there's a lot of smaller units rather than like one big unit that you control, which makes the strategy a bit different because it almost makes it like a not exactly, but it's like a turn-based strategy that's more like how you'd play a real-time strategy in a sense, because there's a lot more units and factors going on compared to just one unit with a bunch of cards. Actually, what do I go for here? I'll take that. He's doing D&D right now. Oh, we'll go for that for now. That should kill. And, well, it did. It technically killed. I guess that counts. That, like, half counts as a kill. It killed, but he revived. Or summoned something. Yeah, we're pretty much at 250 faction as well. We started at 230 and we're at 240 right now. Actually, we're at 250 right now. Aha! Skip method goes so quick. Look at that speed. Okay, at 20% to 2 seasons, that's exactly what we need to be running. Exactly what we need. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I meant to check the orb. Yeah, we got it. I was mentioning earlier today that by tonight we'll probably have the orb. Look at it. There's our power orb. Calling it now. 1% chance. Power orb. Go. Power. Power, power, power. At least a blue. Yeah, still a good one. I'll take it. That is neither of two things I wanted, but that's still the third thing I wanted. I'll take it. That's basically 675 gems. Although the other two are much better. But that's like the smallest reward that we wouldn't be disappointed with. Yeah, no, I'm happy with the purple. I'm just not as happy as power or blue. Blue's worth like double a purple. And power's worth like infinite more than anything. They both have immune. I could change that though. Now he doesn't have immune. And now you're dead. But yeah, this stuff's a little annoying for Iron Gut. Though it's still viable to run Iron Gut. First room has 3 immune to Devourers. And final room has 2 immune to Devourers. It's manageable, but still annoying. Obviously, any amount of immune to Devour is annoying for Iron Gut. No, there are workarounds, mostly Curse, obviously. Lots and lots of Curse. And if you need something super cheap, Cursed Effigy is usable for this stealth. So at least you always have a super cheap option for this place. Wait, that thing has immune to Devour, doesn't it? That's really annoying. Actually, his whole team does, except for last slot, now that I'm looking at it. Because you have Impervious, and the other two have exactly just immune to Devour. So they don't have immune to Burning, so they're still gonna die to that. Gosh, Rush Method goes so quick. I forgot how quick Rush Method goes on a 3-room delve. Hasn't it been a while since we've gotten a new 3-room delve? I'm pretty sure a lot of them lately have been like 4-room, some 5-room. Like I know the previous one was a 4-room. Nice to finally see a 3-room for once. 3's the lowest any delve has. Unless they eventually make a 2-room. I highly doubt they're ever going to make a 2-room one though. But 3's the lowest. Oh, you overkilled it. I was going to devour it. I guess we don't need to know. Hello, John. Oh gosh, it's pretty early in the morning. I took a little bit of a nap between the 2 streams. Though because of that, I wasn't able to get the video out. Though, should be able to get it out tomorrow morning before we start the Fall Guys stream. We should have the video up going over the faction. We went over quite extensively in the morning, of course. Every single team that we're using. Or that we have used. I'll be going over it again in a little video tomorrow. Just kind of overviewing the faction. And then tomorrow night we should be doing Pure Faction. Should be at that point by then. Oh, he didn't leave us a skull. Oh well, we'll do this and hope we get something out of it. And we did, and he's dead. We have triple damage on burning right now, so the second they get burnt, they're kind of already dead. We don't have Enrage to go with it, but we have extra skull reduction, so we don't need to worry about hero dying. It also starts with Barrier, while also starting with Barrier, which is kind of a waste, but still funny. The double Barrier. Too bad Barrier doesn't stack in that way. That'd be kind of funny if it did. Like if you started with Barrier, but also got another Barrier, that it would stack the Barrier. It does not. Could be kind of fun. Oh, it would be kind of funny if it did, though. There's currently no way to stack barriers. which is somewhat a good thing. Because stacked barrier stacks would be very annoying. But also very useful for delving. Hey, everything's devourable at this point. And that is match, unless there's a skull on the board, but we already got the iron queued up, so I might as well just use it. Yes, we must be able to bury the barriers so we can keep burying barriers. Imagine if things like like Titan and Sentinel gained another barrier every time they gain brown. And then you take like 10 browns, and then you have to hit them 10 times to kill them. That or they stack like bleed, where they go up to like triple stack. That'd be very ridiculously strong. Barrier would actually be the strongest mechanic in the game if it's stacked to 3 or higher. Obviously, the higher, the stronger it'd be. But if it's stacked to even just 3, I'm pretty sure it'd be the strongest positive stats effect in the game. It's already pretty high up there. I'd probably say Enchant's the overall strongest. Just because being able to win quicker is very, very strong. For the very obvious reason that speed is good. Got that killed before the summon. Yeah, there's quite a few curse options. Cursed Effigy is the cheapest. Enrage, Karendera would be the overall strongest. Actually, it's even better than Enrage Karendera. And the reason for that is, for whatever reason, they gave normal Karendera a better curse option than Enrage Karendera, which I still find funny to this day. I'm not sure why they did that, but they did. Any non-Zugoff's teams, this team, but with more mana accumulation in place of Zugoff, because you still use the Iron Gut. Even though the first and final battle are super anti-devour heavy, as long as you have a curse on that team, you're pretty much good to go. If you replace out Zugoff for like Karendera, you should be fine. Or Curse Effigy, or literally anything with curse spam. I should have taken purple. Did we even have a purple option? I don't think we did. Every single board, if we have purple, we should be taking purple. And if we're not, that's a mistake. So that is a massive miss right there. Such a miss, I'm actually going for that instead. Just to make sure we don't take damage. I don't think that was going to be too much of an issue, but just in case, you never know. Because Essence of Evil does have Entangle on it. So if we really need to, we can just disable their first slot and then just not take damage. Because it not only stops their cast, but it also, of course, stops their skulls. Also, we're almost at 300. I wanted to get at least a 300 this stream. And we are 100% definitely going to do it. Now it's just a matter of going all the way. Also, Yomakli has full mana on his third turn. Even if we give him literally no mana, he will have full mana on his third turn. Oh, we're stunned. I was like, wait, why are you not doing your thing? Stun would be why. I was hoping I would kill it off explosion. Apparently not, but it shouldn't be too big a deal. If he could just die now, there we go. The stun is vicious. Every single time he casts, he gets a stun on you. That last slot. I really want to see a freeze version for that. going to be like one of the best defend troops in the game. It's going to happen eventually. They added it for stun. They're going to add it for more effects. Stun's the first one. Gotta see it for freeze. Doesn't even matter what the rest of the troop does. Just the fact that it does it for freeze, or once the one comes in, is going to be so ridiculously devastating. It's actually going to change the meta a lot. Because infinite teams are going to be nerfed by a lot. Because you literally just use a free stun team. Where every single time the enemy casts, you get both frozen and stunned per cast. Like, no infinite loop team will ever infinite loop again. I guess theoretically you still could with, like, Bless. But you'd literally need, like, a consistent 4x Bless method, which currently there isn't really. There probably will be over time. But there might become a point in the meta where you actually have to run 4x Bless just to run an infinite loop team. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, wait. I could have taken that without needing that. I was taking the double skull, like, oh yeah, we'll need 2 skulls to actually win. 1 skull is actually enough. Has anyone done the Pure Faction yet? No. You're 3 traits short, and you're wondering if you can beat it without farming some arcanes? 3 traits short on what? Like, you don't need traits on this final guy, if that's what you're referring to. It'd be beneficial, but it's not required. I feel like the only thing that technically needs to be traded is probably the epic. Everything else could theoretically get away with not being traded. As long as your epic is traded, because he needs a tank and he needs that 50% reduction. But aside from that, yeah, you can get away with no traits. As long as your epic is traded. That's the only mandatory one to be traded. Theoretically, you could even win without it being traded, but obviously it gains technically the biggest benefit out of any of them. Second biggest is oddly enough the rare, just because of the link. Oh, we're missing the final trait on the rare. I mean, on the epic. Oh, It's like the most important trait. I'm pretty sure it's doable without it, though it would be a lot harder too. But if you're potioned up enough that you have 25% reduction, it's probably fine. He has barrier spam, so theoretically, as long as they're hitting on barrier every time, it doesn't matter if he has 50% reduction or not, because they're always hitting 0 if you always have a barrier ready. It just means you have to barrier spam a bit more than you might do otherwise. Oh, you have immune to burning, don't you? You're a dragon after all. Oh, there's plenty of dragons that don't have it, but still. Also, have we got a single Val Raven? We are really dry on Val Ravens right now. We're definitely gonna need another pack. I hope we don't need another 2 packs to it, though. Since we're doing skip methods so early. Well, we're not doing it, like, super early. But, somewhat early. I was considering going all the way to 300 without skipping at all. But then I was like, nah. Let's just speed through it. It costs another 200 gems, not that big a deal. I think we can afford it. We have, like, near infinite gems seemingly these days. Hiking Iron Gut in first position. Yes. However, we're currently using triple damage burning. So theoretically, until Iron Gut has 2 Devourers, we're actually getting more damage out of Hero. We'd have to have 2 Devourers off Iron Gut for it to be more damage than Hero. And Hero's just a lot safer with its tank ability. But then again, Iron Gut gets pretty tanky too. But, yeah, until we get 2 Devourers on Iron Gut, it is actually more efficient to run, Hero in first with triple. Even more so if you had Enrage on it. Though I'm playing it with a safer hero class that's tankier. While still having good damage. Because we're hitting triple whatever our hero's number says. Generally, as long as there's not a need to burn on the middle battle. But more often than not, we're hitting triple whatever his value says. As long as we've casted Zugoff at least once prior. I almost just tried devouring literally the only thing on this team with immune to devour. That would have been a big fail. Hello, Barbara. Welcome. I'll kill that just in case. You know, I should iron gut that, bro. Also, I should probably be killing the last slot first, just to make sure it doesn't get a thing on hero. It's not too big a deal, but it does make it so we can't triple anymore. Which could have helped us a little bit there, but with instant kills, I guess doesn't really matter too much. They all just die out very quickly. We should be able to find at least one Valor in all those sigils. I'd be very surprised if we can't. Also, gosh, I forgot how quick skip method goes. Imagine how quick you could be done with this faction if you did skip the entire time. It would cost you like almost 3,000 gems. But you could probably win this entire faction in like an hour and a half with the options that you have. Maybe closer to 2 hours because you have to count the actual time to still do pure faction. Which, that's always annoying. That's never a quick option. Though this faction's not the worst we've had for a while. Like, the true damage pressure is going to be pretty good, especially with potions. Like, I'm pretty sure he hits for, like, 100-something. I'm not sure exactly his value, but I'm pretty sure it's 100-something. Excuse me. And he does 70... Oh, excuse me. Now I have burps and then hiccups. Wow. But he hits gonna hit for at least 175 to the 2 adjacents. So that's some pretty good damage output. Oh yeah, you're definitely not gonna miss the Super Bowl. It's very easy to get the faction done before then. If we had enough sigils, we could literally do pure faction tonight, but we're gonna do it tomorrow night. Oh, why do I need to kill the last slot first? I'm not sure why I keep not doing that. Because he gets value until he's dead. He's kind of like Lust in that regard, where it gets to passively do something. Lust isn't exactly the same, but it's the closest we currently have to what he does. Or basically until it's dead, it gets free value from something. Even on your turn. I guess theoretically, Lust has kind of always been a mechanic like that. Except its condition is not based on casting, it's based on when something dies. But it's a very similar mechanic to that of that final trait, just in a different way. And theoretically, we've always had a mechanic like that. Well, not always, but ever since they added Grudge, theoretically, we've had an option that triggers whenever an enemy casts. However, Grudge is exceedingly underwhelming, obviously. Only gaining 1 attack every time. Whereas something like a stun or a freeze or a death mark or any other mechanic in the entire game would be pretty substantial. Really would want to see what it looks like on every other stats effect. Obviously we know what it looks like on stun now, which is not bad. But seeing it on others would be pretty cool. It's going to happen eventually. There's no way they're not going to do it at this point. It's just a matter of when, then if. Get rid of that just in case it feels like destroying us. Because it can do so if it feels like it. Only if it chooses to. Yeah, I have no clue who's playing for the Super Bowl either. I'm just in it for the commercials and the food. And the halftime show. I still have no clue who's playing the halftime show either. That's normally not half bad. Commercials have been pretty underwhelming lately, though. They need to step up their game. I'm placing my bet for at least one Grubhub or what's the other one? Ad. What's the other food ordering service? Like, there's no way one of them isn't gonna do like a massive ad. Grubhub or DoorDash. Isn't there a third one as well? I'm not even sure. I don't use any of them. But I'm pretty sure they have made bank on top of bank on top of bank during the pandemic. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, tripled in profit this year in 2020. Uber Eats. Oh, yeah, that one, too. Oh, what am I doing? He's burning. Maybe we'll just kill it. Hello, Stats. Welcome. Why'd I do that? Skull is probably enough damage. Oh, here, I have a Devour. We might actually use all of our sigils tonight. And then we have an extra 3 for tomorrow, and then we'll probably have to buy more. The 200 gems isn't going to kill our 25k stack. I think we're kind of solid to go for a little bit. Hello, the White Tiger! Yes, happy weekend, and hello, Stat. I'll try to say hello, but, well, hello again. Let's see, I'll take that over, throw that down. The double hello. Also, am I ever going to kill him first? My rate of killing it first is, like, near 0. Though this time it didn't actually matter because our hero is not stunned yet. Also, he can restun. The only bad thing about that, he doesn't retroactively target whatever a new option is. So similar to a lot of things, he can retarget the same thing over again. So it is possible he stuns the same troop like 5 times in a row if you get really unlucky. Or technically lucky, since generally when you're facing it, you're going to be facing it from the offensive side, not the defensive side. Or, you know, it's going to be set as a defensive team, so you're facing it the other way around as you're offensing it. Hello, Ressi! Welcome. What are the chances at the Mythic from 12,000 seals, fully upgraded guild? The exact percent, I have not the slightest clue what the math would be out for it completely. But dividing that by 20 is 600? Math? Yeah, that's 600. So that's about a 50-something% chance. It's like 40 or 50-something% chance you would get a mythic from it. I'm not sure what the exact math comes out to, but somewhere's around there. Like 40, 50%. It'd be 600, 0.11% chances. Which I believe comes out to like 40 or 50% chance. Hard to get an exact number. The math on that's hard to do in your head. But somewhere's around there. You can pretty much say 50% chance. It might be slightly lower though. Though it could also be slightly higher. Oh, I just stunned my hero. Don't stun my hero. I need that hero. How am I gonna kill him with triple damage if I can't kill it? How can I kill it if I can't kill it? It doesn't work. He'd be dead like 2 times over if I could actually burn triple damage him. Yeah, we got a major purple from the world event. That was the only orb we got all week. We got a small purple from this event, from the faction event, and then we got a major purple from the world event this week. And those were the only 2 relevant orbs we got all week. Though we got a Nisha this week though. I think on Wednesday? Somewhere's around there. 3 more Nishas and we can finally upgrade our first mythic at 100% rate. Hopefully we get it. Definitely not this weekend though. This weekend will be faction, and then we'll do something on Sunday, I'm not sure. Because by then faction will be done. But today and tomorrow is pretty much all faction. Maybe we'll mess with the new Mythic a little bit on Sunday, because that's probably the last time for a little while I'll be using it. Unless we're actually using it to use it. Oh, why did I not take purple? Purple would have been a better option there. Now I gotta waste a turn doing literally nothing. Whereas I could have cast Thrall otherwise. Oh well. Also, I just realized this whole team except for that has immune to Devour. I almost used that incorrectly. I kind of need to get a stats effect on him if I want to use Iron Gut. Now we can. And at this point, Zugoff wins. Probably don't. Oh no! He just killed my hero. That's concerning. Gosh, their damage are starting to get high if they're already killing hero. Don't you be killing hero. I need that hero for one more battle. Luckily, we don't need Deathless yet. Only at 500 do we technically need Deathless. Theoretically, it technically doesn't matter if we go Deathless at any point prior, as long as we go Deathless on 500. At least Iron Gut's in first slot. See, we still get to use Iron Gut's skull damage. We just need hero to die. Yeah, it's possible to get really unlucky on Mythic. We got really absurdly unlucky last month. Luckily we did it in 250 gem this time, which made up for how horrifically bad last time was. Hopefully the next couple Mythics can be that lucky, so we can actually build up a surplus. Though it doesn't matter how much surplus you build, it will eventually be torn down by super bad luck. You get like 5,000 gems, and all you need is 2 really unlucky Mythics, and you just ran through all those gem keys. I meant to say gem keys, not gems. There's a big difference between 5,000 gems and 5,000 gem keys. Because 5,000 gem keys is like 45,000 gems equivalency. You have immune to Devour, don't you? Should probably insta-kill you, not to mention you have 50% reduction. I don't have Enrage. Not on this team, we don't. You told you put an Iron Guy in first position. We can. The only concern with Iron Guy in first position is if it dies. Hero's a lot better at not dying. Even though it can still die. Actually, why did I do that? Doesn't matter much though. We already have the win condition. Also, that death mark is somewhat scary. If you got lucky enough, you could kill our whole team just with death mark. It's very unlikely, but it's not impossible. So I find it funny how this mic is. I feel like it keeps blocking some. The floating mic. The magical floating mic is probably the mic's new name. We need a green screen what's holding it up because it's already so thin to begin with. Still need to fix that shadow issue though. The problem is getting lighting on the other side with how my room is set up is going to be kind of weird. It's easy to get lighting on this side, but that's the side that gets blocked by the mic and puts a shadow on our face. I need to go see if I can get the other lighting hooked up properly. Because I do have a second light that I generally don't use, just because it was kind of awkward with how little room we had. However, if I put it where I used to put the mic when I wasn't using the mic, and have it on an elevated stand, it could work. I'm not sure how stable its elevated stand is. I'm pretty sure it's stable enough to work. Need to figure out where on earth it is. I'm pretty sure I put it in a drawer with a bunch of my electronic stuff. It's kind of slotted away knowing I would need it at some point. And now is that some point. Because it came with a thing that can elevate it. But until now, I have not needed to do so. But now we do. I'm not sure if I can tilt downwards though. It'd be kind of awkward if it did light straight, because light straight would be like up here. And I'm not sure if that would still hit my face. It probably would. Oh, so why'd I do that? You haven't seen Anisha in a month, but you get another, the 7th Epic Volkey. Go figure, nice. I think I've seen 2 Epic Volkeys so far. Actually, have we even seen our second one? Hold up. Have we even seen more than 1 Epic Volkey now that I think about it? Hold up. I'm not sure if I've gotten more than 1 Epic Volkey yet. I kind of lost track, even though we've only have 1 or 2. I've actually lost track. I'm pretty sure we've only gotten 1. Though something says we've got the second one. I've honestly completely lost track. Though I feel like if we had a second Epic Volkey, we wouldn't have used it. And we currently have 0. I feel like we did get a second one, though. We must have just used it immediately. Because I said any other ones that we get I was going to keep. But I could have sworn we got a second one at least once. Or, you know, we got 1 and then another one. Get rid of Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter is so ridiculously annoying. Its one-shot potential is super high. Because boost ratio is based on all your HP. Also, can you not make it into a toad? That didn't really help. If anything, it actually makes it more annoying. Yeah, I probably handed out an extra code for it at some point. Don't you kill hero, even though this is the final battle and it doesn't even matter if it dies. Okay, well, it still wanted it. It wanted that kill. Doesn't matter though. Unless it was deathless. Unless we were trying to do 500 deathless, at which point we'll probably just use Sentinel hero class out of safety's sake. I think Sentinel's pretty much never going to die. We almost have to go out of our way to try to kill Sentinel. Sentinel's the tankiest hero class in the game, and even if they add more hero classes, it's likely not to change. It'd be very hard for them to top something tankier. The only way they could is if they give a skull reduction trait while also giving 30% agile. That is the only possible way they can make it tankier. And even then, it's luck-based tankier. It's not necessarily tankier. Unless they also add Stone Tree. If they had all 3, or even Stone Tree plus the Agile Tree, which nothing has currently in combination, like that could potentially be tankier. But the only way they could truly make something tankier is if something has Stone Tree, that Stealthy Tree that has 30% dodge, and 40% score reduction or better. If it had those 3 things, it would be tankier than Sentinel, even if it didn't have the extra bit of barrier. Because brown barrier spam is enough. Because extra barrier generally just hits an ally anyways, not your hero. And normally your hero just constantly has barrier off of brown anyways. And of course, barrier doesn't stack, as we mentioned earlier. Whole conversation on it. These things have stone skin, which is kind of annoying because we don't have enrage. Oh yeah, you have immune to devour too, don't you? Doesn't quite work. That will though. I could turn it 90 degrees so it's not over the face. I'm not sure if it would pick up on audio as well. If we did. I guess it might. I'm not quite sure. I am not a mic expert. But, I don't know, would it pick up noise correctly sideways? I guess as long as it's front-facing correctly, it theoretically could. I don't know, does the audio sound about the same? Theoretically, yeah, you could do that. I'm not sure if it would pick up audio correctly this way, though. I feel like it wouldn't. I have no clue. I don't know. Does it sound the same? I feel like audio quality wouldn't pick up as well this way. It's definitely further out of the way, that's for sure. But I don't know. How does the audio sound compared to before? It's pretty much the same thing, but now it's 90 degrees tilt. It sounds the same? Okay. Oh, if that works, I guess that works. I don't see why not. If it works, it works. Let me adjust it a bit if we're going to have it like this then. There we go. The side mic. The side mic. There we go. Yeah, we can have it work like that. Because that is more out of the way. It feels weird having it sideways. I'm not used to ever seeing it sideways. Because that's not possible normally. But on a stand it is. Those are going to take some getting used to. A random sideways mic. But hey, it works. When you use Zugoff team in Explore with Flamer, I saw that you use the Slayer class. You don't have Slayer leveled up past 40, but you do have Warlord. Warlord would be fine until then. The main reason why Slayer is used is because it gains in Rage when you get a kill, so the second you kill with Zugoff, it gains in Rage, whereas Warlord requires extra turn to enrage, which sometimes will be slightly slower. Why did I devour literally the only thing he had left as a means to devour? Fail. But the main reason Slayer is used is just more consistent for speed. But Warlord does very similar. It just has to get an extra turn before you hit the first goal. Or as you're hitting the first goal, as long as it's an extra turn skull. Whereas with something like Slayer, it doesn't actually matter if you hit extra turn initially. It still gets the enrage. Because it re-enrages every time you get a kill. So even if you don't land extra turn, you still get enrage. Whereas Warlord specifically has to extra turn every time to regain enrage. Which generally isn't going to happen every skull. Like, every skull on the board is not going to be an extra turn. It can be, but it's not always going to be. Yeah, I almost watch no podcasts. And even if I do, it's generally something you listen to, not watch. So I'm normally not really paying attention to the mic setup. Since even if it's a video podcast, obviously you're mostly listening to it, not watching it. So it's not something I pay much attention to. But yeah, sideways mic. I guess it makes sense. Just seems weird. It still seems weird to me. I'll get used to it. Floating sideways mic. But if it works, it works. That is definitely not what I meant to use. But since we did, I guess we'll go kill it. Good thing we still have Bless on hero, so it can't be stunned, and he's dead. So we'll hand out code once we ran out of sigils, which at this point is very soon. Yeah, we almost made it all the way. We made it to 450 or 470 if we get Valraven. So it looks like we're going to have to buy one pack tomorrow. Also, we better find at least one Valraven. We got to buy 2 packs. But if we buy one more pack tomorrow, we'll be able to get it done for 2,310 gems. Theoretically, we could wait till Sunday, but we'll get it done tomorrow for 200 more gems. If nothing else, it makes Pure Faction a bit easier. Though I feel like Pure Faction's already going to be kind of easy. It's definitely not one of the harder ones. Like, with how much true damage we have, I don't foresee it being that hard. We have a lot of true damage. We could just rush down whatever the biggest threat is and kind of just be safe. On the first battle, they'd all melt. On the middle battle, hopefully we don't have anything too annoying. And then on the final battle, you just rush your true damage on the true damage option, and you basically win. As long as you true damage kill their true damage kill option. What type of mic is it? Blue Yeti. I might eventually upgrade. We've had this for... it's a pretty good mic, though. It's one of the most popular budget mics. It's a nice mid-range price mic that just does everything you kind of need it to do. I haven't really had any issues with it. Let's see, how old is this mic at this point? 4 years. It's about 3.5 to 4 years right now. Because I believe we got it... Wait, is it our 5-year anniversary or 4-year anniversary coming up? If it's 5-year, it's 4.5. Yeah, I think it's 4.5 actually years old. This mic. Works great though. You can normally get it on sale for like $100 whenever it's their sales. Full price is $130. And then whatever else kind of attachments you get for it. What's the best class for green Storm Start? Archer. It depends what you're going for. But, yeah, generally Archer. There's a couple of them. Warden's probably the next best, depending on the team that you're going for. But generally, yes, Archer would be the green hero class you would use if you need Green Storm. It's a toss-up between Archer and Warden, depending on what you're trying to do. The main thing Gimmick Warden has is Green Storm plus Dispel, which might seem like a weird combination to be useful, but it is actually very useful for a couple teams, particularly Truffle. Because you need Dispel for Submerge. And obviously you need Green Storm for his Truffle Loop. But generally speaking, Archer is better than, is the best Green Storm. But there are some instances where Warden is better, depending on what your team is. Archer's a better overall hero class, though. Like, if you were to upgrade one or the other, it's definitely Archer. Hello, Mr. Quality. Welcome. Good, we didn't get a stun on hero yet. You know what, I'm going to do this just so he can't stun us. Now then again, I wonder, I've never actually checked. Has anyone checked yet? Does stun actually trigger before... Since he triggers on cast, I'm pretty sure his thing triggers before you're stunned. Because I'm pretty sure, similar to the other thing, it triggers the second you cast it. Kind of like how the new mythic that came out today, the second you cast the ability, it triggers. Before the ability actually goes off. And I think it's the same thing with that guy, where the second you click on your ability before you even apply the stun, he already triggered his stun. So even if you're trying to stun him, he gets a stun before you're stunned. At least once. Which is pretty good value. A free stun, even if you try stunning it. Unless you ability stun it. In which case it can't stun back. Oh wait, yes it could. Never mind. You'd have to trait stun it, I mean. Trait stunning it like off an extra turn stun like Obsidious would trigger before it gets to do anything. Also, if we don't get Valraven next battle, we're out of sigils. Which means we're able to use all of them. Then we'll go hand out a code and finish out our dailies. And then probably call it a night. And then tomorrow night we do Pure Faction for this place. So it's going to cost us at least 200 gems, but we'll get it done. Valraven, go. Come on, we need at least one more. Hopefully we get it tomorrow, otherwise I might have to buy 2 packs. They are 1 Valraven short right now. I should have used that Thrall. I'm not sure why I did that. Could have already won this turn. Ah, now we win. Why Dragon Guard has high reduction while also having triple damage burning? It's just a safer version of triple damage. I used to run that before instead of Slayer, but Slayer's better for speed. But for something like Delves, you want the safety while still having the damage. Alright, there we go. And then tomorrow we get 3 sigils. Oh wait, never mind. We don't need Valraven. Because tomorrow brings us to 480. And then one more pack brings us to 510. Which means we actually don't need a Valraven. Never mind. As long as we don't lose a single battle, we don't need Valraven. Because tomorrow we get 460, 470, 480 for free. Then if we buy a pack, it's 490, 500 Deathless, and then 1 Pure Faction attempt. So as long as we do Pure Faction on first attempt, even if we don't get Valraven, we'll be fine. And if we do get Valraven, it basically just gives us 2 more attempts in case we fail our first attempt. I don't feel like we're going to fail our first attempt. But just in case, we have a backup plan. Also, leaderboard's pretty much straight 500s now, which makes sense. We're pretty much there too. Hey, Stardust is still on leaderboard though. He was like 99th this morning or 100th. Someone else from my guild was like right on top of him, though I think he might have fell off. But Stardust still on that leaderboard. I wonder if he did every room to completion, because he's at 460, but he's at like really high points. So he probably did like every room with no skip. Alright, let's go grab our tribute. Let's go hand out a code. Grab all this junk so we can actually see where the code is when we claim it. So it's not behind a bunch of billion things. Let's see. I'm looking for the thing. One moment. Where's my code? Here you go. Here's the code. Let's click save. X out of this. Head over here. Go to the code section. Get you guys the shiny code. Also, we handed out 3 codes today. 2 earlier today and 1 right now. Rare that we hand out that many in a day. But it is a special day with the event and everything. But here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says underneath the settings menu, whatever here's where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste random numbers and letters starting with ZG6. And give the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And of course that gem key can be used for the mythic that we have today. So if you want to try for another roll, we'll have a chance. A very low 0.1% chance, but a chance nonetheless. Or 0.01, whatever it is. Yeah, 0.1. I was right the first time. The glory keys are the ones with 0.01. But still a chance. 1 in 1,000. But that's more than 0. Also, this flash offer is bad, by the way. Don't get it. Okay, so rest this time. Let's go and quick kill our dailies. And then we'll probably call it a wrap. Offers are bad. Okay, we got 25 gems here. Not bad. 25 gems is basically like a Tuesday or a Thursday event all over again, except way quicker. It's like a Thursday event that takes only 2 minutes. So that's nice. Free gems is better than not free gems. Oh, so Lunar New Year's next week. Last Lunar New Year, we got 100 gems on Adventure Board. I wonder if they're going to do the same this year. I wonder if they're going to do anything for Valentine's. They actually did nothing for Valentine's last year, other than a pet, which we're still getting a pet, but we didn't get a Adventure Board because it was already so close to Lunar New Year. But any other questions? Now would be a good time to ask anyone. As soon as we finish out this in Dungeons, I mean. Probably call it a wrap for tonight. And then tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour prior to now tomorrow, we'll go do Peer Faction. We'll finish whatever battles we don't already have, which will take barely any time, because of how quick they'll die. We'll do 500 Deathless, and then it's Peer Faction time tomorrow night. Should be pretty straightforward, though. And hopefully tomorrow morning, I should be able to have an overview video going up on the faction as well. We went over it quite extensively during the stream this morning, though, of course, that was a 3-hour stream. We'll have a more condensed video up sometime tomorrow morning. And then after that, we'll do Fall Guys for a little bit. Because Fall Guys is a double crown weekend this weekend. Too bad I don't have more free time this weekend. I have a couple other things I need to do. Of course, there's also Super Bowl. But, yeah, I picked a bad weekend to do double crown on. At least it's not the same weekend as a Vault event weekend. That'd be very annoying. Also, I really hope the next beta for Century Age of Ashes is not on a Vault event weekend. That'd be also very annoying. Though I'm not going to play it too much the weekends that it comes out. It's not out, but the next beta. Main reason being, progress doesn't actually get saved. So for testing it, we're literally just testing it. Because any progress we do is not saved. The skills that we learn along the way are, as far as experience with the game. But any actual, like, physical progress is not saved. It's full releases later this month, though, after that. And by full release, I mean early access. It's actually not full releasing for another year, technically. But early access is technically a full release these days. It's like a full release without the PR of a full release. When something enters early access for its initial time. It's basically just a reason to give, well, other than to develop a game, but also a reason to basically like double launch a game. Where basically it has one launch time. And then a year later, it basically launches again. Just with a lot of advertising and PR. Oh, there we go. I believe that is all of our things. The only thing really left to do then being the faction tomorrow night. Because we finished out the world event. Yeah, we finished out everything. Yeah, we still have sigils left, but no. Though they do go pretty quick. It's definitely not as annoying as some weeks we've had. That is for sure. But any other questions? Let's see. See you, John. Catch you later. Any other questions, anyone? Otherwise, we're going to call it a night. And as Bill mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. It's helping out a lot. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. Same time as always. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep in mind, our stream on Sunday will be around noon Eastern Standard Time because of Super Bowl taking place over top of the normal time that we would stream. So we'll be doing it a little bit earlier. And aside from that, we'll have a Fall Guys stream probably up about noon, maybe a little bit earlier tomorrow. And that will go for a couple hours. Not sure exactly how long, but we'll do it for some amount of time. And other than that, we should have the video going up tomorrow morning for the faction. Of course, we've kind of already went over it in the previous stream and some on this stream. But a nice, concise video going over it tomorrow. Just everything that it ends up bringing in. Also, should probably get Carecroft to 21 stars, so I could say Carecroft can go to 21 stars. Kind of funny that I don't have it yet. I need to go do those off stream. That won't take that long. It'll probably take like, what, 20 minutes? Not even. But I'll just do that off stream. It's not too interesting. It's just those little challenge battle thingies. Pretty sure for Nisi, you could just one-shot them all. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the faction. Best of luck if you're going to try for the Mythic. Best of luck if you're trying for Iron Guts still. I forget if I mentioned it this stream. But don't forget, Iron Guts still available for the rest of today, tomorrow, and Sunday in event keys. And theoretically, it's actually a better Mythic than the one in drop table right now. They're both decent, but obviously, if you had to pick one or the other, Iron Gut is the superior option. So do be wary that if you have some event keys laying around, or want to maybe risk the gems to try for it, it is still available for the rest of this weekend. Even though we got a Mythic that's going to be lasting for another week, it doesn't conflict with the drop table of event keys. So you can still get Iron Gut for the next 3 days. So technically 2 days at this point, Saturday, Sunday at this point. But you still got some time if you want to go farm some more event keys throughout the weekend. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. Goodbye, everyone.